Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. In contrast, Charles is heard questioning whether or not Ethereum's founders used influence, or possibly financial bribes, to win over the SEC. The answer is probably yes. This, however, is not corruption. This is nothing but bias. That is the most inane quote I have ever heard. But I don't want to bring up previous disagreements. However, I feel compelled to mention that, despite the fact that we've gone down this road 100 times before, the problem isn't the past for me at this point. What happened in the last bull run for XRP holders cannot be undone, it is written in stone and cannot be changed. And it won't be changing anytime soon. I have no interest in looking back. The issue is currently problematic for Charles and Cardano. This Ethereum free zone welcomes pretty much anyone. And so it goes on. Consider this subset of coins listed on CoinMarketCap. ID Securities, the SEC claims. The whole area is stifled by the fact that every single what is Elena Cardano Matic Cosmos atom is on this list. What is lawful, what is compliant, and what is not is a mystery to everyone. This is not the way to have any form of sensible regulations, and it does a ton of harm, unless you're a theorist and we're simply getting a harass. We no longer have this issue. After $200 million and 3 cents years in one bull run of wasted time, a judge ruled that XRP is not a security, hence there is no longer any purpose to debate with Ripple and XRP. Right. But if you're interested in cryptocurrencies generally, you know that this is a major roadblock for many initiatives. And it makes it tough for big investors to put money into something that might be deemed illegal tomorrow, and it makes it very tough to what, if I'm gonna build the next billion-dollar project, am I going to do it on Ethereum, where I'm going to be left alone, or am I going to do it on Cardano, or Cosmos Atom, where I might be hauled into court for doing something illegal, in a few months, all that as of now, it poses serious risks. And I can't think of a good reason why he wouldn't see it. Perhaps he believes that he can simply coast past this challenge and arrive to the rules in one piece. Perhaps he will, but this whole comment about how they bribe SEC officials with connections and money to see the world their way, attack the opposition, and attack everyone else, is what finally put an end to the luxury in us believing that this isn't corrupt. Both the quote and the level of corruption it represents are literally part of the lexicon. It was merely thrown away, I'm sorry. A lot of talk about an impending IPO for Ripple. And I get it, we're by that litigation, but I will tell you, I don't anticipate it to happen. Now. Number 1, IPOs are very much gone. We just saw, the chipmaker arm, they went public and terrific, but there's simply not a lot of that activity happening on right now. Further, we're getting ready to plunge into a recession. It's already here. I talk to people all the time has tightened it up, it's not monetarily a fantastic moment. And so I just don't see them making that move further. They still are entwined in a legal action with the SEC is not totally ended, probably not a great moment for them. And additionally crypto is just in a down market. I just don't believe this is the time to IPO unless they really have to, so maybe they do if they need, to get that stock trading on the open market and, get some of that liquidity for some of the initial investors. Maybe they do that now, but it wouldn't be a fantastic time. So I don't expect that maybe, late 2024, early 2025 would be a more suitable period. Hopefully they can set all this foolishness out with the SEC, we get kind of past its imminent financial catastrophe we're in right now. And some of the other challenges out there in the world. Just my view. I do not expect a Ripple IPO at this point in time. We had that fake spot Bitcoin ETF announcement. It got me. I was fooled because my Coinbase app told it had happened. And other pretty big news publications said, alright, it's official. And it was just a hoax. And you saw how Bitcoin reacted pretty violently really quick. That was a fake news announcement that probably your big money understood this was not real. So best believe it's going to have an effect. It's going to have effect for all of crypto when that finally happens, and it will happen, the day will come when we get, spot ETFs for a lot of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin included. And this article says, we may add $1 trillion to the crypto market cap. I'm not so worried about the short-term run like we saw there, right? It's announced that boom, prices go up. But long-term, I think it's going to have a heck of a lot bigger effect on cryptocurrencies than just $1 trillion. It's going to allow your big investors to safely invest in cryptocurrencies, and they're going to allocate a lot of capital towards this emerging asset class. It's going to take us to a whole new level. It's just the start of things. We're going to get there. It's going to take some time, but they can't sell this much longer, your big heavy hitters. We see this article here: BlackRock, JP Morgan, quietly laying the groundwork for the next Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and crypto price bull run. The reason they name specific cryptos in there is to get clicks, but they're getting ready. DM Logic talked about this in the past, loading all the horses up in the gates. This thing won't really run until your big money's ready. They're just about there. Right? That's when you'll see crypto legislation roll out and all that. They're laying that groundwork. We know, because the big money is descending on this space. It's only a matter of time. I think Robert had a great quote the other day: "We're not playing a game of perfect here, You're not going to call that moment right before the announcement is made. Or you're not going to buy the very bottom or sell the very top. We know what's coming on the short horizon. Get ready for it, right? There may be more turmoil, prices may go down farther. But from where we sit right now, long term, this is a great opportunity. And I am taking advantage of that myself. It's just a matter of time." Another thing people don't understand, JP Morgan, they've been very negative in the press about cryptocurrencies, but they've been involved very intimately in this space for a long time. R3 is a product of JP Morgan. They just didn't want their name attached to crypto development. So R3, Goldman Sachs, they were part of that consortium. So that can all happen under R3 and not be connected to them. Then they left that consortium and started doing their own stuff, because they believed that Ethereum was a better way to do a lot of this stuff. But JP Morgan, they make huge investments within cryptocurrencies. Of course, BlackRock is just starting, and all your major financial institutions are getting ready, because they understand this space is going to erupt. I don't know exactly when. Maybe I'm right, late 2024, early 2025. But it's gonna happen sooner than later. And I think that's all that matters. CryptoRS, just a big, crypto account, just had his YouTube taken down. If you go on Twitter, and maybe, put a post up their forum and tag YouTube, this is always awful when this happens. I hate to see it. And usually, it's just some stupid automated glitch that no one takes time to actually look into. But it seems to happen a lot to crypto people, especially here recently on YouTube and Twitter in areas like this. And Twitter's an absolute nightmare. Good luck getting anyone lit to look at your case and help you out there. As soon as you get booted off, you're done. Just make a new account. It's really awful. But I think if we support CryptoRS and tag YouTube on Twitter, they'll probably reinstate. There are live people still working over at YouTube. This situation can probably be fixed. And I suspect we're going to see more of this as we continue into next year. It's just a matter of time. Lastly, I think this is a great stream by Digital Asset News. I'll post it down below, but he's kind of thinking about, we have this recession that may start really heating up here. And we have the Bitcoin halving, and we all expect crypto bull run sometime here in the near horizon. And how would that work with a recession and a bull run looming? Check it out. And this is the deal: there's always going to be spooky stuff on the horizon. I've done videos about why I expect some more conflict globally to come up, wars, things like that. Starting to see it. I expect we're going to have a pretty significant financial problem here in the US and globally for different reasons. We're starting to see things tighten up, but you can't, totally sit back and wait for everything to be perfect. Because that's not a realistic time. Everything is never perfect. You got to really just have a longer time horizon and we'll get by all this. Anyway, I thought this was a great video where he breaks a lot of this stuff down. Check it out. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. See you later, bye.